Okay, so I'm going to make a quick tutorial about how to use flat for two options on your points project, either the write your own song or the create or the transcribe one of your song's parts of this points project. So first thing you have to do for either of these is go to flat. You can either just type in flat and it'll probably pull up the right website, or if that doesn't work for you, you can always go to your Google Classroom, go to the classwork, and then if you click on one of the do-it-yourself site readings, there's a link to flat there. Okay, so you should be in flat. To do both projects, you'll start off by clicking this button right here in the corner with the music note. It should lead you to creating a new private score. Now, for your new private score, if you are writing your own piece of music, then title it whatever you want. Whatever you want your song to be called is what you'll title it. If you are transcribing one of the pieces from choir, then you'll title it what you are transcribing. So if you chose Feliz Navidad, then you'll title it that. That won't be your only option. We'll have another song next week if you want to do that, or, whatever you want. If you want to do Feliz Navidad, that's how you do it. I'll do Feliz Navidad just for an example today. If you are writing your own song, once again, you can choose any instrument you want. All that I'm requiring is just at least one, and then I also need lyrics. So I would probably choose at least a vocal part if you're writing your own song, but totally up to you. If you are doing a transcription project like I am showing you right now for Feliz Navidad, you will need to do at least one vocal part because you're doing your part. If you're doing part one, I would probably choose soprano. If you're doing part two, I would probably choose alto. For today, I will do part one. And if you want to do this project for 20 points, then that's all you need to do. If you want to do it for 50 points, then you can also do the piano part in addition to your part. So you would add the piano from under keyboards. And then you'll click create. Now, like I said, if you're writing your own song, then at this point, you just do what you want to do. If you want to create a melody, do that. If you need to add your lyrics, go to text and click the lyrics button. You'll need to do that after you put in notes. The lyrics go in after the notes. Okay, so for transcribing, the first thing you need to do is look at the beginning of it and see what about this needs to change to match what you have on your paper. So if I'm looking at Feliz Navidad, I see that at the beginning, we are missing two flats. So I'm going to go to measure, click key signature, and add two flats. Then I look at the time signature above, and it looks like for ours it says 158. So I'll save that and change that. I'm going to start off with the piano part because the piano part starts off. If you are not doing the piano part, then you'd start off with the part one. Also, adding measures is super easy. Just go to measure and click the plus button, and it'll add as many as you need from the point that you are at. So I'm going to start off with the piano part because, like I said, that's what starts. We start off with a dotted quarter. So it's already a quarter note, and I just need to add a dot. And then it is a B. Oh, that's wrong. A B, not a C. And my dot went away. Okay. A B, a T, and an F. And then down here, I believe we had a B. And then your second note is a half note. So I'm changing that to a half note. Go up here, and then it's a quarter note. Yeah, the bass line's pretty easy, not too bad. And then that's a half note as well. You can click, as it says up here, you can click 2 instead of having to go up there and click every time. If you want to look at the shortcuts, you're more than welcome to. You absolutely do not have to. All right, then I'm just going to go back here really quickly. For the second note, looks like it's an 8th note. So I'm going to go change that to an 8th note. Oop, but that's the quarter note. There we go. And then this is an 8th note. I'm going to use the shortcut of 4. Now this one has a tie. The thing with ties is that you have to put in both notes and then click on the first one and then click tie, and then it'll tie it. So you have to have the first note and the second note, and then tie them together, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do, and that's the piano part started, and you have about 6 measures of that. I'm going to just add the 6 measures and not actually write out all 6 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then show you how I would start with part 1. You start on the end of beat 2, so I would change that into a 8th note so that I could go to the second 8th note and add your first notes. Now that should be that should be a quarter note. So I'm going to change that to a quarter note. And then here we have, I used the shortcut of 4 to change that. And that's how that works. So if you have any other questions about how to transcribe, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Also, finally, when you have finished putting in all the notes, you need to add text. So you'll click on text and then put lyrics in, and you type in whatever goes on that note, and then click the space, and then click on what's on the next line. So type, space, type, space. Okay? And of course, at any point, if you want to listen to what you've done so far, you click on the first note and click play. Just like that. So, if you have any questions, like I said, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Just send me an email and I will help as best as I can. When you've completely finished your project, just share it with me. Just type in my email address and I will see it and grade it and give you some points for it. All right. Have a wonderful day.